Good morning, Victor. How are you?
Good morning, Star. Sorry, bad joke.
Devil solving crime. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Tell me, what is it that you truly desire?
Oh my gosh, I truly desire people to start being nicer to each other at the moment. It feels like the world's like trying to get back from COVID and everyone seems to just be in a really bad mood and being very impatient with each other and not very nice. So just a bit of calm and a bit of kindness. That's what I truly desire.
I asked this quote because I imagine that this is what you hear the most frequently from fans. And if it is, it's a great quote, I'll tell you that.
It is. It became a catchphrase. It's just one of those things, isn't it?
Hello? So, tell me, what is it that you truly desire?
So how are you feeling in this eve of Lucifer's second part of season 5? How do you prepare emotionally for a special moment like this?
I mean, I get very excited when it's about to come out, knowing what's ahead for our fans, basically. I think season 5B is probably my favourite run of episodes of Lucifer, for lots of varying reasons, but it's got probably my favourite episode we've ever done in there. It's got the character of Dad, who is fantastic, and Dennis Haysbert's just an amazing addition to the cast. I can't wait for people to see him in action. And yeah, if people like Lucifer, then I think they're going to love season 5B.
What's your favorite episode? Sorry?
I think my favorite episode is probably our musical episode, for lots of reasons. I mean, because of the music, yes, but also because of the story in it. And it's a funny episode, it's a touching episode, and it's got singing and dancing. So it ticks all the boxes.
So let's talk about this episode a little bit. Of course, it's one of the greatest moments in this season and in the whole series. And I mean, what a great voice, I must say. You've got this Depeche Mode or Tears for Fears vibes in your voice. How challenging and fun was it to shoot this one?
Oh my gosh. Challenging, I would say more fun than challenging, because it was a challenge, but because it was so much fun, it wasn't a challenge, if you know what I mean. It was like, I kept saying to people every day that we were filming on that episode, I feel like I've won a competition, because every day I come to work, I'm just having the best time ever.
Another one bites the dust, and another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too, another one bites the dust.
So God has a big role in this new episode. It's a very interesting and funny relationship to watch. I mean, how to deal with daddy issues when your dad is the king of kings of the universe.
Well, that's, I think the thing I really enjoy about this show is that when you take away the fact that like Lucifer's the devil, when you take away the fact that Dad is God, and you just play it as a father-son relationship, that's where we have most of our fun. And that's the side of the story that I think that our audience really relate to as well. So even though we have God and the devil, sharing an apartment, it's the same for God and the devil about personal space as it is for humans. It becomes a very kind of like well-known dynamic, and I think that Dennis and I had a lot of fun just taking away the God and the devil side of it and just trying to really connect as a father and son who haven't connected for such a long time.
And Tom, we have a very dramatic and emotional moment in this half of season 5. I'm talking about someone's death. And how do you feel this loss will impact not only Lucifer, the character, but the show itself and all the characters around in the last season?
I think the great thing about our show is that we have lots and lots of fun and lots of fun, and then we have more fun, and then all of a sudden something happens and people realise that they're really devastated and they're connected to our characters in a much more emotional way than I think they thought they were. And the storyline that you're referring to, I mean, it was incredibly sad when we shot it. It was incredibly sad when we even did the read-through for it, because it's every character in this show has been an intrinsic part of the fabric of the show. Going into the final season, I think that it adds a different dynamic to it. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but it certainly gives the show the moments of gravity that it needs, and this is one of the biggest moments of gravity that the show needs.
And also in this half of season 5, we've got some kind of election. Have you thought about a cool slogan for Lucifer running to be God?
Oh no, I haven't thought of a cool slogan for Lucifer. If you give me like 2 minutes, I could probably think of one. Go for Lucy because he's so juicy.
That's a nice one, man.
Something
Okay,
like
I'll
that.
vote for you. I'll vote. You have my vote.
I now know exactly what I need to do.
I'm going to be God.
Tom, okay, now so let's get a little bit emotional. Lucifer is coming to an end. The final season was already shot, right? And I want to know, what did you feel on that last day on set?
Oh my gosh. I felt a lot of things. The thing was that I think while we were shooting the last season, I was kind of coming to terms with the fact that this was the last season. So I spent a lot of time grieving during the process of filming. And so by the end, it was more celebratory than it was sad. It was like, look at what we've achieved, especially during, COVID, and filming the last season during COVID was a real it was very difficult, but a huge testament to our crew, really. So I was incredibly sad to say goodbye to a lot of our crew members, but I've made so many friends over the years that I didn't feel like I'm not going to see people again. I just felt like, okay, this is the end of our run, this is the end of this character, this is the end of this show. But it's not the end of my friendships.
And did you have something, did you save something from the set and took it home?
I did, actually. I'll go and find, 1 second.
Oh my God, I'm talking to the devil. Look at me.
So, this was always in Lucifer's bedroom. It looks like ivory. It's definitely not ivory, it's plastic. Lucifer's penthouse was full of artifacts that he collected over the millennia throughout the years. And this was always in Lucifer's penthouse. It never actually got featured for some reason, but I decided to take it home because, as you can imagine, we had quite a few laughs with this thing.
A fan from IGN Brasil Instagram sent us this question. His name is Hugo, and he's asking, who was Tom Ellis before Lucifer and who's Tom Ellis now after the show?
Tom Ellis was a young, sprightly man from the UK, ready to take on the role of his life, and now he's a broken old actor.
Oh, come on, man.
No, not at all. I was someone who was, I really enjoy life. I enjoy work. I love my job. I love working as an actor. And now I feel like someone who isn't just an actor, but someone who has a bigger appreciation of production, of filming, and of someone who wants to be involved not just as an actor, but in other departments to do with filmmaking as well. So I think I'm the grown-up version of Tom Ellis, basically.
And what are you going to miss the most with the end of Lucifer?
I think the people that I worked with. It was we had a very unique dynamic amongst the cast and amongst the crew. Yeah, I'm going to miss that most of all. It was like a little family, and seeing people all the time and going through a lot of ups and downs as well with the show because of the cancellations and then being picked back up again. And it was a bit of an emotional roller coaster of a journey. But the people that I shared that journey with are the people I'll miss the most.
About the last few episodes, what can we expect from them? I mean, give me a quick reaction, please, with your face. It's gonna be huge, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And by the way, are we gonna watch the final season this year or maybe 2022? Do we have a clue on that?
That's a question for Netflix and not me. I have no idea, but I do know that we finished it. So it's in post-production at the moment, and that takes a bit of time. But when they release it, I have no idea. And I don't want to hazard a guess because people go, Tom Ellis said it was going to be out now. And I have no idea, so I can't help you there.
Do you have any message for Lucy fans here in Brazil? You know that we have a lot of Lucy fans, right?
Yes. As always, I want to say to the Brazilian Lucy fans, thank you so much. You represent a huge portion of our fan base, and the emotion and the kind of the enthusiasm. And there's just the general kind of goodwill that comes from Brazil is something that I kind of thrive on. So I can't wait at some point post-COVID to come to Brazil and say thank you in person.
Whenever you're faced with a choice, ask yourself the question, WWLD. What would Lucifer do?
Tell me, Brazil, what is it you truly desire?